no words to describe what Honorable Justice A.P. Shah has just now spoken about. One thing which possibly, again, I should share with you, some of you must be knowing, that we were all expecting at one point of time, and we did share with Mr. Fali Nariman and Mr. Venugopal that he would be elevated to the Supreme Court, you see. But I think because of his forthrightness, his very strong views, possibly his senior people in the Supreme Court, what we call the collegium, they thought that they may not be comfortable in his company. Therefore, I don't know, for reasons which are unknown at least to me, but possibly Mr. Nariman and Mr. Venugopal may be knowing, you see, that why Honorable Justice A.P. Shah was not elevated as the judge of the Supreme Court of India. So, sir, there could be no bigger tribute to your caliber, to your dignity, to your feeling of righteousness, and what you feel for the country. I think all of us should give a standing ovation, I think, to you. We must recognize the presence of Ms. Pinky Anand, Additional Solicitor General, and also Mr. P.K. Malhotra, the former Law Secretary. She has just flown from Russia after attending the BRICS Legal Forum Conference, along with Prashant and Rachna and many others who were a part of the delegation of the Bar Association of India, which is now embarked upon a very ambitious program of aligning itself with the BRICS movement by setting up a BRICS legal forum. I also find that Ms. Madhvi Diwan is there. Please come this side. And Mr. Praveen Anand, I noticed him coming. Mr. Ujjwal Rana, please come here. We have some chairs here for you. And Mr. Sushil Salwan, please come this side. We have some side chairs for you. Friends, you must keep this booklet with you in your libraries. This has the profiles of the top lawyers of this country representing different regions. This is not just confined to Delhi. Rather, this time our attempt has been to try to get good names from all over the country. And more about that, Mr. Prashant Kumar, our president-elect, until recently the president of Law Asia, he will speak about the awardees.
Justice Shah, Mr. Nariman, Mr. Venugopal, Mr. Bhasin, distinguished awardees, Rachna, all my colleagues from Bar Association. Today, as I'm speaking after three biggest stalwarts, it's more formal job I'm going to perform, that is of introducing the awardees who in fact need no introduction. So it makes my job very unenviable. However, just to add to what Justice Shah said, freedom of speech also includes duty to speak. And today, Justice Shah has exemplified that. And as we celebrate the richness of the profession of the bar, we have a little pain in the heart of the poverty on the other side, because of the fact the best have not made it there, including one of our awardees, Mr. Subramaniam. Mr. Nariman has often said, and written also, that citadel falls from within. And all the aberrations we are hearing about, which are being talked about, are a symptom of that. So that is where the duty to speak is a must. Because while we celebrate, we must acknowledge the deviations, the distortions, the deformities which have set in. And no better words to describe them than the song by Leonard Cohen, which I'll just speak two paragraphs. Everybody knows that the dice are loaded. Everybody rolls with their fingers crossed. Everybody knows the war is over. Everybody knows the good guys lost. Everybody knows the fight was fixed. The poor stay poor, the rich get rich. That's how it goes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows that the boat is leaking. Everybody knows that the captain lied. Everybody got this broken feeling. Everybody talking to their pockets. Everybody wants a box of chocolates and a long stem rose. Everybody knows. Friends, all 10 individuals whom we are honoring today have been institutions of their own. They not only belong to different parts of this country, they uphold the integrity of this profession, of this noble profession of which Mr. Venugopal has spoken about and Mr. Nariman has spoken about. We have put the names in the booklet in alphabetic order because it is very difficult to slot these two luminaries in any other way. Mr. B.V. Acharya have been 5 times Advocate General of Karnataka. Apart from all his accomplishments in the legal profession, what I have personally found him is that at no single occasion whenever we wanted him to come and speak and participate, he has ever said no. He has always been ready to guide the youngsters, and his presence has always energized us. Mr. N.K. Anand is the doyen of the intellectual property bar. And in fact, he has set the tradition which his son is following, where India stands in the front rank of the intellectual property jurisprudence in the world. I'm told that when last year a delegation went to Japan, the Japanese judges acknowledged that they very much follow and are guided by the judgments delivered in India. And much of that comes from the efforts of the team which he has been able to build up. Because, as I said, he is an institution, not an individual. Mr. Muralidhar Bhandare belongs to a golden age of Bombay Bar, which has given us the kind of luminaries which has imparted the kind of richness to this profession that each one of us should be grateful for eternity. What a galaxy. Mr. Bhandare, Mr. Nariman, Mr. Diwan, Mr. Ashok Desai, Mr. Soli Saurabh. If you say constitution, human rights, Indian jurisprudence, it is like a running background. They stand, they tower. So he has been a parliamentarian, a governor, and more than that, a champion of rights of women, which is a contribution he continues to play through the lecture series organized in the name of his late wife, Sunanda Bhandare. Mr. Iqbal Chagla could not be with us today because he contracted flu. But he is one doyen of Bombay Bar who chose to stay in Bombay and continue to fight his battles from there. And when we talk about all these deformations, all these things which are happening in judiciary, the symptoms of which we are witnessing, he was a leader of the bar who consistently stood. And he ensured that such people have no place. There was no requirement of impeachment. The moral fiber and moral strength of the bar was so strong that those people had to resign and quit. That is the strength of the bar, which we are missing today. And that is the strength of the bar we are celebrating by honoring all of you. Mr. Niloy Ananda Datta, apart from being Advocate General, a sterling lawyer from Northeast, a part which not many people relate to. But whenever he has come, spoken in our functions, his towering intellect has always dazzled us. And he has also played a sterling role in trying to clean up one of the biggest messes we have, that is the cricketing administration. Only if we had administrators like him, we never had to contend with the kind of judicial overreach we speak about while dealing with cricket. Mr. Narnarayan Guptu again could not travel to Delhi, being indisposed, but is represented here. Old warrior. It was he who was responsible for striking down of Maintenance of Internal Security Act, MISA, in 1973, before a 7-member special constitution bench. Appointed Advocate General for 3 successive terms, Mr. Guptu is a beacon of the East of India, the best the East represents. From the hallowed traditions of Kolkata Bar, from the Presidency Court of Kolkata. And then we have Mr. R.N. Jhunjhunwala, Senior Solicitor. Very few people realize that what kind of work, research, and preparation goes in structuring all the cases, legal opinions,